Akira Toriyama, what the fuck? Hi, my name's Quinn, and I'm doing a video on things I hate about Dragon Ball Super. Now, I don't know how many things I'm going to have on this list, but I'll have it in the title. I'm currently just making the video right now. But it's going to be a long one, so you might want to grab some popcorn, grab some snacks, and get cozy if you're going to watch this whole video, because I think I'm going to make some pretty valid points. Anyways, let's get started. So let me just start off by quickly saying I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I grew up watching the show, and we have all the books at home, and I've read them all many, many, many times. So when I see things in Dragon Ball Super that don't make sense, it kind of ticks me off. Maybe more than it would normal people who just, watch the show casually. But when I see things that don't make sense or could be done better, I gotta complain about it. There's just been so much stuff with this show that's pissed me off that I just gotta say something about it. Now, I appreciate all the hard work that's been put into the show, and I still do enjoy watching it. So I don't mean to shut anybody down or make anybody feel bad who's been working their ass off making this show. Props to you, I know you guys all have been working hard, but there's just things that I need to talk about. I will make a video on 10 things that I like about Dragon Ball Super. Don't worry, there's things that I like as well, and I don't mean to sound like Mr. Negative here. But as I said, there's things that just don't make sense. So, the first thing I hate about Dragon Ball Super, and it's the thing that bugs me the most, is the power scaling and the logic. The power scaling and the logic has been really off on the show, and it's led to a lot of confusion. At least it has for me, and I know it has for other fans. So, I'll give you guys some examples coming up here throughout the whole show what was wrong with the power scaling. Now, for me, this is a really big issue, so this point's going to be very long. If you get tired of hearing of point number 1, which is the power scaling, I will leave different times in the description below for each different point that I make. So you don't have to sit here and watch through this one and then scroll ahead and look for the other one. The times will be in the description below, so you can click those. So yes. Example 1. It was when Vegeta got mad at Beerus and he turned into an enraged Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2, whichever form he was in, I'm going to say Super Saiyan 2, and he attacked Beerus. It was stated that he was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku at this point because Bulma got hit and he got so mad that it just, boosted his power level up beyond Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I understand where they were going for with this. It was cool. It added character to Vegeta. It showed that if you mess with his wife, he cares now. He is a caring man. He has changed. And it showed that, if you mess with his wife, he gets mad. He cares now. And his power level will go through the roof. The problem with this is that still, to me, to make him stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku without going Super Saiyan 3 is just a huge power leap that doesn't make any sense. It left us wondering, is Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan, can they, match up to the power of Super Saiyan 3 if you train them hard enough? Or, it left us wondering, is Vegeta just stronger than Goku? There was a long period of time after this where a lot of people thought that Super Saiyan 3 just wasn't going to be used anymore, and Super Saiyan was just going to be, the main transformation now. It left a lot of confusion in with the show. And in my opinion, it was just really silly to say that, Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 can just, match Super Saiyan 3 Goku's power level if he gets really angry. What would have been many, many time coolers. Come on, Dragon Ball Super, you had your chance right here and you lost it! Fuck! Anyways, what they should have had was Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 at this moment. How cool would have that have been? It would have took the rage of seeing his wife get hit to awaken the Super Saiyan 3 power within him, and then boom, a Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Come on, all of us as fans have wanted to see Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and this was the perfect time. And he finally could have surpassed Goku while turning Super Saiyan 3. That would have been amazing. I literally would have exploded in my own pants if I would have seen this. I'm sorry, but it's true. They had a perfect chance to introduce Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and they blew it! But you know what? It didn't happen. It's fine. I'm cooled down now. But, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to make Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It just added too much confusion to the show. Because Goku later on still uses Super Saiyan 3. So yes, Super Saiyan 3 is still stronger than Super Saiyan 2. So why did Vegeta get stronger than Goku? Was it just the power of rage? Fuck, I don't really know, but it happened. It didn't make any sense. So that's the first instance. Another small issue I have with the power levels is that, it seems after you unlock Super Saiyan God, your base form becomes a lot stronger. And this is shown in the Battle of God movies where Beerus says, wow, your base form is now keeping up with me. That's pretty cool. And proof that this is the case is because in the beginning of the movie, before Goku turned Super Saiyan God, he couldn't lay a finger on Beerus in Super Saiyan 3 form, but here in his base form and in his Super Saiyan form, he fared off a lot better than he did before he turned Super Saiyan God. So yeah, that left me a wee bit confused. So is Goku in his base form as strong as his Super Saiyan God form? Or, is a Super Saiyan God form, the next time he turns into it, gotta be stronger because his base form has so much more power now? It's just confusing, and I wish they would have added a bit more of it. It's also shown that his base form is a lot stronger in the Revival of F movie. Frieza got all this newfound power, and, Goku can keep up with him in his base form. It just left me confused. So, not like I have a problem with their base form being extremely strong now. But, yeah, like I said, once again, I just wish they would have explained what happened there a little bit better. But no big deal, moving on. So the next issue I have with all the power levels came in the Revival of F movie. Now, I'm going to be honest, there was a lot of things in the Revival of F movie that made me like it a bit, but in general, I hated the movie, and here's why. It was all due to power scaling. The power scaling ruined this movie for me. For example, Goku and Vegeta, just their base forms, are on a whole new level now. Goku and Vegeta's base form is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku Buu Saga by quite a margin. And as I said earlier, we know this because Super Saiyan 3 Goku Majin Buu Saga's strength could not keep up with Beerus at all. Well, after he achieved Super Saiyan God, in his base form, he was holding his own. Not really holding his own, but he was at least keeping up with Beerus. So yes, the thing that I couldn't get over in this movie was Frieza's power level. It was ridiculous. Base form Frieza was a lot stronger than Gohan and Piccolo. Now, I see what they were going for, and I love Frieza as the character. They wanted to bring back one of the main villains of Dragon Ball, who was the most evil. It makes sense. But they said the reason why he was so strong was that he was a natural prodigy. And you know what? I get that. Frieza never trained his whole life. Now, for this movie, he finally trained, finally put effort towards something, and he got stronger. But to say that in 4 months, he got stronger than all the Z-Warriors, got stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the Majin Buu saga, and got stronger than Majin Buu himself, and Gohan and Piccolo and all the humans, to me, was just fucking ridiculous. So Frieza base form was keeping up with base form Goku. Sorry, Frieza final form was keeping up with base form Goku, which just doesn't make any sense to me. Goku is at a whole new level of power now, even in his base form. He's immensely strong. Yet Frieza came back to life, trained for 4 months, and just got all this power. They pulled that idea out of their ass, in my opinion. Let that sink in for a moment. Frieza, with 4 months of training, even though Frieza's a natural prodigy, was able to surpass all the training that Goku did in that, 8 years after the Cell Saga. Like, come on now. That doesn't make any sense. I don't care how much of a natural prodigy he was. I think what they should have done was this. Now, the thing I loved, absolutely loved about this movie was the fact that they had all the humans fighting against Frieza's warriors. Sure, it didn't make a lot of sense how, they couldn't just kill them off just like that, but that's okay, because Frieza explained that Gohan could have wiped them all out, without even trying, but, everyone who was fighting Frieza's shoulders, they were trying not to kill them because they're just that nice. Which makes sense. It makes sense that they're struggling against him if they're trying to hold back. But yeah, what they should have done was minimize the absolutely ridiculous power boost that they gave Frieza, and maybe put Frieza at around, perfect Cell level in final form, and they should have had all of the humans defeat Frieza's shoulders, and then have their go against final form Frieza. Now, if final form Frieza, let's just say they put him around Cell level after the 4 months of training, which makes more sense, they would have struggled, but I think Piccolo and Gohan, could have held their own and actually beaten Frieza at this point. And then Frieza could have pulled out the golden form and then started, kicking everyone's ass, which would have been, cool to see. And the reason Goku and Vegeta aren't showing up to save the day is because, they're out training with Beerus and Whis, and they just, never got the message to go to Earth. So, that would have been a really cool plot to add and gave more people the time to shine instead of just letting Goku and Vegeta take the spotlight. And then, Golden Frieza could be around maybe Buu level, which makes a bit more sense than making him, way above Buu level. And Gotenks or someone could have came in and saved the day. And then Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta could have had the time to shine on a later date. This would have made so much more sense, in my opinion, instead of giving Frieza this abnormally huge fucking power boost. And, like I said, it would have gave some of the humans, Piccolo, Gohan, and Gotenks their time to shine, and actually have them saving the world instead of Goku and Vegeta. And we could have left Goku and Vegeta's time to shine for the Goku Black Saga and the Tournament Saga. Come on, guys. You can't tell me that this isn't a good idea. And like I said, it would have made more sense. Frieza's power level was bullshit for this saga. And the thing that bugged me the absolute fucking most about this stupid fucking shitty... Oh my god, it pissed me off so fucking much. I literally would... it was just so fucking dumb. I couldn't fucking handle it. It was just so fucking stupid. Shit, fuck, shit. Was this. It made absolutely no sense that this little fucker's plasma ring could shoot a hole right through Goku as a Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue is a whole new power just out of this fucking world. Goku has now hit a new whole strength as well as Vegeta. And then all of a sudden, this little shithead with this stupid little plasma ring shot a hole through Goku's chest. What the actual fuck? So you mean to tell me... No, wait. I understand where they were coming from to a certain extent. They were trying to give Goku and Vegeta a weakness to show that now that they got all this power, they're still not invincible. Goku's weakness was that, he doesn't pay attention sometimes. I get it. But it still doesn't make any sense. Just because he wasn't paying attention doesn't mean a little tiny plasma ring can shoot a hole through him. Goku's on a whole new level of power right now. It shouldn't have harmed him at all. So going by the logic, if Goku isn't, paying attention, that his defenses are down and he's weak, means that, if I was to run up to Goku and, he wasn't paying attention, I could shoot a bullet through him. Or, punch him in the face and it would actually hurt him because he wouldn't be ready for it and he wouldn't be paying attention. No, that doesn't make any sense. If I was to shoot Goku with a bullet, or let's say I was to punch him in the face, even if he wasn't paying attention, it should still be like hitting a literal brick wall, and my hand should break.
And here's proof that even when he lets his guard down, Goku still has durability.
Goku should not feel that. The same way with this plasma ring, if it was shot at him, it should have bounced right off him and deflected and fucking flew off somewhere.
Now that right there is what should have happened.
Now, if he wasn't paying attention and Frieza was to death beam him through the fucking ribs or something, right through his chest, that would have made more sense. I would understand that a bit, even though Frieza's power boost was bullshit. But nah, this moment pissed me off so much when I seen it in the movie, I literally had to pause the movie and go for a little walk. Because it pissed me off so much, I just had to cool down. It was awful! And you know what? Even if it could have damaged him somehow, Goku should have seen it coming and he should have dodged it. I don't care if he's not paying attention. It was described in Dragon Ball, he learned to sense things without even seeing them coming. Look, it's described right here in Dragon Ball. Look at this slide. He explains it. This was almost as stupid, and this is exactly what it reminded me of, when Omega Shenron tried to throw the clock at Goku. And he was like, oh yeah, this is going to cut you in half. It was a big dramatic moment. Like, this clock was going to cut Goku in half if he didn't catch it. And he caught it. Like a fucking Destructo Disc and stopped it. So you mean to tell me a clock can cut Goku in half? Like, come on. Goku is very durable. And a little plasma ring or a fucking clock or whatever, whether he's paying attention or not, if it's a lot weaker than him, it shouldn't hurt him. End of story. So yeah, Goku getting shot to the chest was bullshit, and Frieza's enormously high power level was bullshit. Agree to disagree, I don't care, but I honestly think Frieza's power level was absolutely ridiculous in this arc. Moving on. So the Tournament Saga, not too much to complain about. The fight between Goku and Winnie the Pooh was pretty good. I thought it was pretty cool how he fought him and just threw him out of the ring.
Especially with the judo throw. Love me some judo. Get the old shoulder throw here.
This fight, especially in the manga, really showed how fast Goku was and how strong he was. I really liked it. It really made Goku seem powerful. And Vegeta versus Robo Dude, that was pretty cool too. But the thing that I didn't like was Goku versus Frost. Now the whole fight was going good until he got stabbed by the little needle that Frost has. That, weakened him for a second with the poison, and he got knocked out. I would think Goku, with this level of skill, especially, like I said, with the training he got with Popo, how he should be able to see this stuff coming, shouldn't have gotten hit by that needle and shouldn't have fallen for it. And if he did get hit by that needle and get knocked out, he should have at least known that he was hit by a needle. You know what I mean? It just made it Goku seem kind of, stupid that he missed it. And you know what? If he did miss it, alright, let's say he did. Then I think Piccolo, we all know how good Piccolo is at analyzing a fighter's powers and stuff. He's very, very smart. Should have at least seen this coming. I really thought it would have been cool if he saw it and said, yeah, you're a fucking dick, Frost, you're cheating. But no, he didn't notice. And Vegeta also, with his, new level of power, should have been able to catch that in the fight, I think, myself. But nobody did. And I guess it just made Goku seem kind of weak. It made him seem weak that, he got poisoned and the poison could affect his body like that. But you know what? I'll take it, alright? But I think he should have at least noticed what happened after it happened to him instead of just not having any idea what went on. Same thing with Piccolo. Piccolo should have seen it, and during his fight, you would have thought that he would have, noticed it. I really liked the fight between Piccolo and Frost, too, especially in the manga. He was holding his own, he was doing a good job, and then all of a sudden he got fucking poisoned again, and then it was all over for Piccolo. I think someone should have noticed it, and Jocko finally did, with his sharp eyes he says he has, but still. That I thought that was just dumb. It made them seem weak. It made them seem like they just, couldn't catch something like that coming. It really surprised me because, Goku and Vegeta and Piccolo aren't just strong. They're very smart, and they should be able to catch little things like that. But that's just my opinion. I think them getting hit by this, little needle does also fit in with power levels because, like I said, they should be strong enough to notice it. Anyways, yeah, moving on. Sorry. So I did not have too much problems with power scaling with the Tournament Saga, other than the fact that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta got knocked out by Hit, and then Goku was dodging Hit's time skip in his base form. I thought that was a little bit odd, even though it was explained in the manga that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta was weaker for overusing Super Saiyan Blue, blah, 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 I know, whatever. But yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense to me how Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta got knocked out, and then base Goku was avoiding all the time skip. Did make a lot of sense to me, but moving on, it's okay. The next problem that I had with power scaling was friggin' Trunks. You know what? I love Future Trunks. I think he's a great character, and I was pumped that they were bringing him back. But you know what? Frig off, Future Trunks. You're not that strong. He was way overpowered. Like I said, Goku and Vegeta's base forms are a lot stronger now. Once again, Beerus said, and there is proof against Goku's fight with Beerus, and also, there is proof in the fake Vegeta arc. So, we know that this purple fake Vegeta bullshit, we know that fake Vegeta is equally as strong as Goku. We know this because they both fight in Super Saiyan Blue and they are evenly matched, okay? So we know that fake Vegeta is equal to normal Vegeta and, they're evenly matched. So, fake Vegeta, who has the strength of normal Vegeta, was in base form fighting against Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks dropped a bunch of punches and kicks on fake Vegeta, and fake Vegeta wasn't even flinching with these hits. So therefore we do know now that fake Vegeta, and which means normal Vegeta, and base Goku are all stronger in their base forms than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, so they are now on a whole new level of power. Probably stronger than Ultimate Gohan as well. Which means that if they turn Super Saiyan 1, 2, or 3, and let's not even add Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue in here, they are going to be way stronger because Super Saiyan is multipliers. So we take this new base form that's stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, turn Super Saiyan and multiply it by 50 because we know Super Saiyan is a multiplier times 50. We know that Goku is insanely strong now. This new base power, stronger than Gotenks, times 50, like, crazy strong. And that's not even Super Saiyan 2 and 3. So if we know that, tell me how this makes sense. So Goku started fighting Future Trunks in the Super Saiyan 2 forms. And they seemed pretty even, which doesn't really make sense to me, but let's keep going. So Goku decided to turn Super Saiyan 3, as we can see, and then Trunks says, well, I didn't know Super Saiyan 3 brought all this extra power, so I trained extra hard. Then he powered up to his full power in Super Saiyan 2, and then Vegeta said, oh my god, he's as strong as Goku, Super Saiyan 3. And then Goku, got a little bit startled, turned Super Saiyan God, kicked Trunks in the back of the head, and then finished him just like that. What the actual fuck? That doesn't make any sense. So you mean to tell me that Trunks' Super Saiyan 2 can match up to Goku's Super Saiyan 3 after Goku achieved Super Saiyan God and got stronger overall, and after Goku and Vegeta trained together for 3 years in the hyperbolic time chamber? Goku is on a whole new level of power now, and I understand that Trunks said that he trained a lot every day, intensely, but it's still, Trunks shouldn't be that strong. He had no one to train with. He was training by himself. And Goku had Vegeta to train with, and also he got a lot stronger because of Super Saiyan God. What the hell? If Goku's base form power is as strong, or stronger, than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks by quite a bit, then in my opinion, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks should probably, it might make sense if he was on base Goku's level, maybe. But because Super Saiyan 2 Trunks is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or not stronger, about evenly matched, or maybe even slightly less, that means that Super Saiyan 2 Future Trunks is stronger than Gotenks and most likely Ultimate Gohan as well. That doesn't make any sense to me. That is an enormous power boost, and they're just making Future Trunks way too strong. Come on, guys, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense. Another way they overpowered Trunks and made his power level make absolutely no fucking sense was this. So they went to go fight Goku Black in the future, okay? Vegeta got beat almost instantly by getting impaled by a sword, so I can kind of understand it because, it was like a special attack. But then Goku fought against him in Zamasu, and, he still was kind of getting beat a little bit, and Goku versus Zamasu, he started getting beat. And then, he also got beat against Goku Black, and then they had to go back in the time. So if two Super Saiyan Blues, which are super strong, got beaten by Black and Zamasu, how does Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, whatever form he's in here, somehow actually able to, land a hit on Goku Black and Zamasu? It doesn't make any sense. If Goku Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue are struggling against those two, then Trunks should not even be able to see the fight going on because Goku and Vegeta should be on a whole different level. What they should have done, instead of just, giving Trunks strength in Super Saiyan 2 to, somehow hold their own and almost seem to do better than Super Saiyan Blue, what they should have did is when they went back to the past, they should have had, Trunks train with Vegeta and, go in the hyperbolic time chamber and train for like a whole year or something, and then come out and then, then Trunks could have showed some new power or something. Ugh, it didn't make any sense. How is Trunks doing just as good against Super Saiyan Rose as two Super Saiyan Blues? Explain. It doesn't make sense. He's overpowered. So another thing that didn't make any sense is that, Vegito Blue versus Future Zamasu. I think Vegito Blue should have fared off better against Future Zamasu. Even though, yeah, sure, he did kick his ass a bit. I still think he should have kicked his ass even more than he did. And then another thing for power levels that didn't make sense is that this new transformation, what the hell was it, first of all? Was it Ultra Super Saiyan 2, so in between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3? Or was it, Ultra Super Saiyan God or something? So it looked like, with this blue aura here, it looks like it's like, halfway between a Super Saiyan and a Super Saiyan God. I don't understand that would have happened, because don't you need to do a Super Saiyan God ritual to become a Super Saiyan God? I didn't see Trunks do that anywhere unless it happened off screen time and it just wasn't explained like a lot of the other things. And it also didn't make any sense how this form was just as strong as Super Saiyan Blue, if not stronger. The ending of this arc was ridiculous. Super Saiyan whatever Trunks using a spirit bomb and then turning it into a spirit sword and being the one to kill Zamasu, fused. Who landed hits on Vegito. Anyways, as you can see, there's a lot of power levels that don't make sense in Dragon Ball Super. You know what? I'm sure I missed some, but fuck, whatever. Let's move on to our next point. The second thing that bugs me almost as much as the first thing, this won't be as long, don't worry, is how the show just doesn't explain things. Instead, things just kind of happen. For example, Goku and Vegeta's base form getting stronger after attaining Super Saiyan God. This wasn't explained. We were just kind of led to figure it out, and, I wish it would have explained, how Super Saiyan God works and how it makes your base form stronger. We don't know how it works, we just know it does. Another thing, Vegeta getting Super Saiyan Blue. Did he achieve Super Saiyan God first? Well, most likely. I'm pretty sure that's how you have to achieve it, but how come, we didn't see Vegeta go Super Saiyan God with the ritual or anything? Or did he just get so good he could turn Super Saiyan God himself? I don't understand. What do you need to turn Super Saiyan God? They could have explained a lot of cool things about how Super Saiyan God work, and gave us a new concept of how Ki works and how God Ki works. I don't understand. He just got Super Saiyan Blue. He just, trained, did some push-ups, and trained with Goku and Whis, and all of a sudden, boom, he's a Super Saiyan Blue, as well as Goku. I hate that a lot. Whis could have, at least explained how God Ki works and how to turn Super Saiyan Blue, and it just would have been interesting to see them train, and, would have been cool to see Goku go Super Saiyan, sorry, not Goku, Vegeta go Super Saiyan God, then Super Saiyan Blue. It would have been cool to see both of those, but, he just kind of had it in the Frieza saga, and it was cool to see him have it, but, poof, he has it. Explain things more. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but it kind of confused me how there's 3 different timelines and how there's 3 different Zamasus. Maybe I just need to go back and, try to learn it myself, but that confused me, and, a little bit more explanation would have been nice. Because, we had 2 main timelines with Goku in them, and then the future timeline with Trunks. And the one with Goku in it where Goku and Chi-Chi got killed by Zamasu, future Zamasu, it just confused me. I didn't understand, where did this timeline come from? But that could just be a me problem. And the other problem that I had was Trunks' transformation right here. Where did that come from? Explain it more. I don't understand. Is it Super Saiyan God? Is there Super Saiyan God in it? Maybe it'll be explained later, but as of now, I'm confused as fuck. Because doesn't Trunks need to do the Super Saiyan God ritual to get Super Saiyan God? Or is there another way of achieving it yourself? Either way, it wasn't explained to us, and it wasn't explained to Trunks, so there's no way Trunks would have any Super Saiyan God power. Maybe it'll show us in the manga how it happened better, I don't know, and maybe in the manga he won't even get that transformation. I don't know. Confusing. They need to explain things better. And the third thing I hate about Dragon Ball Super is the art. Just look at these pictures and I'll explain what I hate. I'm not going to go too much into detail about the art because, a lot of people complain about it, and I know it's rushed and I know it's really hard to do, but come on, man. Some of this stuff's just ridiculous. Look at this.
But... Now, we can sit here and ramble about the art all we want, but I'm not going to make this too long because we all know Dragon Ball Super, as you can see here from these pictures, has had their design flaws. Now, yeah, sure, I can't really say much because I definitely could not draw better. But you know what? Look at this. Look at Frieza's fingers. I am no artist whatsoever, but this index finger is obviously crooked. You mean to tell me that nobody noticed this and said, hey, look, the finger's a little crooked? They just kind of threw it in there. Now, I bet you, right now, I would bet money that I can draw a straighter finger than that, if you gave me enough time. But come on, guys, seriously, that looks fucked. Anyways, putting this finger aside here, I understand that, everyone in Dragon Ball Super, I'm sure they're working their asses off, and I'm sure they don't have, a lot of time to, perfect all this art and stuff. But the thing that bugs me is that it's just, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, anime of all time. So the fact that they're making, little mistakes like this slip, I don't know, it kind of sucks. But like I said, we can ramble about it all we want, but it happened, whatever. But another thing, though, not just, art mistakes, even when the art's good. Did you ever notice that Dragon Ball Super, I don't really know how to explain it, but it looks new, but at the same time it just looks, I don't know, flat. And I don't know how to explain it. Just look at these comparisons here and you'll know what I mean. Check this out. I'll give you some comparisons from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super.
And the fourth thing that I hate about Dragon Ball Super is the animation. Now, you might think this is the same as the art, and yeah, it kind of is, but in my opinion, this is a lot more important. Some of the fights in the show have just been so dull.
For example, Dragon Ball Z, the fight between Goku and Frieza on Planet Namek was awesome. They were fighting, the art looked great, and, the fight was very interesting to watch, and, the planet was blowing up around them, whatever. It was awesome. One of the best fights in anime history. And in Dragon Ball Super, Goku versus Base Frieza, there's literally a scene where they butt heads, and they're just sitting there, pushing their heads against each other, and the only thing that's moving is the frame. The frame's just shaking, like in a Taken movie, and there's no movement. Even their heads don't even move when they butt heads together. It's literally their heads just pressing together, and they're flying towards each other's face, and literally the only thing that's happening is that the frame is shaking. That's the best example I can give. I don't think I need to talk about it anymore. That's just lame, dull, very boring, especially for a Dragon Ball Z fight. Moving on.
The fifth thing that I hate about Dragon Ball Super is the transformations. Now, wait. Hear me out. I actually like Super Saiyan God. I like how he achieved it differently. Instead of, it just being him getting angry, getting another transformation. Which would have been cool too, I wouldn't have complained. But I like the design of Super Saiyan God, and I like how it was achieved. It was different. People just want the design to just get crazier and crazier. And that's why a lot of people like Super Saiyan 4, because it was crazy. And I didn't mind Super Saiyan 4 either, other than it was just stupid at how they attained it.
Anyways, so many people were just complaining about Super Saiyan God, saying, oh my goodness, it's just red hair. That's like Kaioken, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I sort of understand where they're coming from because it's so simple. But the thing is that, it seemed like a lot of the fans, they just wanted it to get crazier and crazier and crazier with each transformation. Here. Look at all these fan transformations from Dragon Ball AF in just fan art. Sure, they're cool and interesting to look at, but check it.
Super Saiyan 5 and Super Saiyan 6, and fuck, look at this picture of Super Saiyan 8 Trunks. Everyone's like, wow, that looks so cool. But when's it gonna stop? They're just gonna get crazier and crazier until all of a sudden they look like this. I respect Akira Toriyama for going for a simple red hair look. It makes things simple, and it goes by the simple, art that Akira Toriyama always has. Frieza's final form looked so badass, even though it was the weakest looking form. Same with Cell. He got smaller in his perfect form. And Kid Buu, I guess he wasn't the strongest Buu, but it was his, most evil final form that we have, his original form. It was small. And it looked simple. And I'm glad Akira Toriyama did this for Super Saiyan God. Because like I said, look at all these, fan pictures of Dragon Ball AF and stuff. In my opinion, they're just too wild, too out of control. I like the transformation. Super Saiyan Blue as well, combining the two Super Saiyan forms to make this simple looking form was cool. I liked them. So why am I complaining, you may ask? Well, it's quite simple. Now, this can be just more of an opinionated thing on my side, so I'm sure a lot of people won't agree with this. but I think all of these new transformations were just introduced a little too quick. Super Saiyan God was cool, and I liked how they introduced it with Beerus, but it would have been cool to see, with Dragon Ball Super, a little arc maybe beforehand with Goku actually learning how to master Super Saiyan 3, because in Dragon Ball Z, he never actually mastered Super Saiyan 3. He couldn't even bring out the full power of it. And I don't know, it just kind of seems like Super Saiyan... I didn't see enough of Super Saiyan 3, and like I said, this could just be a me thing, my opinion, but it would have been cool to see Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 before they had to use Super Saiyan God, I guess. That's just my opinion, though. That's my first problem with the transformations. Things being introduced too quick. Also, it's the same with Super Saiyan Blue. We saw Super Saiyan God for, just one, fight against Beerus, and then all of a sudden, Super Saiyan Blue was introduced, and, it left us wondering which one's even stronger, Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue. It was then confirmed in the manga how Goku, when he went back to Super Saiyan God against Hit, that Super Saiyan God is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, because it never really was, explained. But I would have liked to see Goku use Super Saiyan God more, and in my opinion, it would have been cool to see Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan God in the Frieza movie instead of Super Saiyan Blue, and they could have used Super Saiyan Blue in the later episode, maybe against Goku Black or something. And because the transformations are just all introduced so quick, it's just like, now we have Super Saiyan God, or let's just call it Super Saiyan Red for a second. Now we have Super Saiyan Blue, which is, just here for a second. And now we have Super Saiyan Rose, and it's almost like, it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, so are all the new transformations just going to be new colors now? You know what I mean? And we didn't even get to see the potential of Super Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan Blue was introduced, and then, that was already, evenly matched with Frieza, when Super Saiyan God's just, out of the books now, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, it's just they introduced all these transformations just way too quick, where it's like, instead of Dragon Ball Super, they should have friggin' called it, Dragon Ball Transformations or something. Like I said, I know Dragon Ball is all about the transformations, but come on now. There's just too many. I would have liked to see less transformations and more of the characters getting stronger and developing instead of, here's Super Saiyan God, here's Super Saiyan Blue, here's Golden Frieza, here's Super Saiyan Rose, here's this transformation, here's that transformation. You know what I mean? It's just, there's too much of them, and, I wouldn't be surprised if the next form we're going to see is Super Saiyan Purple or Super Saiyan Green or Super Saiyan White. I don't want to see that. I want to see these characters get stronger without transformations, you know what I mean? Because it's just becoming too much. And like I said, I like these transformations. I think they're cool. I like how they're simple and not something like this. But they're all introduced so quick that it just, like I said, it seems like it's, Dragon Ball colors is maybe what they should have called it, because, all these colors are just being introduced like this and that and this, and it's like, okay, so is the next transformation just going to be a different color? I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
Fifth thing I hate is these shitty ass kids. Not really much else to say about them. They're just really shitty characters. I think this is just a me problem, but they keep popping up. They're so annoying. They gave Trunks the power of bullshit to make the Spirit Sword. You know what? Fuck these kids, man. They suck ass. Get them out of here.
Gay!
And the sixth thing I hate is how they redid both the Battle of God saga and the Revival of F saga. My god, why did they have to do this? Now, I'll give credit for one thing. The Battle of Gods, they added a lot of cool things to it. The Super Saiyan God transformation was absolutely amazing, and a lot of the fight was longer, and they added a lot more cool stakes, as in the universe almost blowing up due to Beerus and Goku's punches colliding. That was really cool. They added a lot of cool things, and if they would have added all that stuff into the movie instead of, made the movie longer, and, had all that with the better animation and art the movie had, that would have been absolutely amazing, and it would have been made the movie so much better. Now, the problem is that it just dragged on way too long. We are seeing the exact same story that we saw in the movie told in an hour, which is, now it's being stretched over a bunch of episodes. And the Revival of F arc, oh my god, it was awful in the show. First we had Krillin being scared to fight Frieza's warriors, which was absolute bullshit, and he had to be told, wait a minute, you're a lot stronger than them, and then he had a revelation and started beating them. But come on, Krillin, you can sense chi, you can sense if you're stronger than these warriors or not. It doesn't matter how long you've been out for fighting. You're a beast, Krillin, come on. I hated how they did that. It made Krillin look like a friggin' wuss. Fuck. But, yeah, the whole redoing of the Frieza saga was absolute garbage, and it was so long to watch through. When I skimmed through every single episode, It's where the fights got really bad. It continued with really bad animation and really bad art, and it was absolutely atrocious. They didn't add anything extra to the story to make anything extra. They brought back Ginyu, but really though, nothing was good about, redoing these sagas. The Battle of Gods, they added a couple of things, but it was long, and it dragged on, and it made a lot of people hate Dragon Ball Super. Seventh thing I hate about Dragon Ball Super is these guys right here. Emperor Pilaf and his little gang. Man, they're annoying. And does anyone ever stop and think that it doesn't make sense how Mai has a big old crush on Trunks? Because she is technically a grown woman who was just changed into a kid. So, isn't that a little bit weird? What the f*** is wrong with you? These characters, they always just pop in and they have to add their little comedy, which isn't funny at all. And they just, they're just filler. And, man, they're just not funny at all. They're just randomly there. And I every time I see them, I don't know what it is, but it's just their stupid little fucking faces. It makes me so goddamn angry. It's just like those little kids that I showed earlier. I just want to punch them all right in the face. They suck. So the eighth thing that I hated were the Super Dragon Balls. Why, you may ask? Well, because they were just added for plot. I hate it when things are just added for plot. They just needed them for, to start the multiverse tournament. I don't know. That stuff just ticks me off. Why didn't we just use the Earth Dragon Balls? Why didn't we just use the Namek Dragon Balls instead? Are they really any different? Was it explained? There was lack of explanation with them as well. Who made them? Why were they created? And how are they any different than the normal Dragon Balls? I thought the Dragon Balls came from Planet Namek and that's where they originated from. That's what it said in the original story, at least. But, no, I guess there's a Super Dragon Balls that existed beforehand. And it just wasn't explained, Where did the Super Dragon Balls come from? Who made them? And why are they any different? I understand they needed them for the story for Zamasu, because if they are stronger and if they can grant more wishes than what the normal ones can, then I can understand, because I don't think the normal Dragon Balls could wish, Zamasu into Goku's body and, make all that stuff come true. Because, they're just not as powerful. So that makes a little bit of sense. But come on. Like I said, they were just, for the same reason, they were just added in for a plot device, I guess. Man, and the ninth thing that I hate is friggin' Vegito. Holy fuck, man. Vegito. I've been waiting for Vegito and Gogeta to come back for so long. They're awesome characters. Whenever they were introduced, they were just so strong. And I've been just waiting for the day that one of them finally met their match and met somebody as strong as them. But the fight between Vegito and Zamasu was so boring. First of all, Vegito was still stronger, but he still took a couple of hits. And it was like, what? First, let's not forget to mention that the Batara earrings, they added a bullshit rule that they now only let non-Kaioshins be fused for 1 hour. By Kaioshin, I mean Supreme Kai. And second of all, Vegito probably only lasted about, 10 minutes in this form, at the most. Man, I swear when he was going against Super Buu, he lasted a lot longer than, 1 hour. But that's just me. Or at least he lasted a little bit longer than, how he lasted in Dragon Ball Super. He was there, then he was gone. It's so hard to explain. The only thing I can explain is this. If you saw the fight between Vegito and Zamasu, watch it again, and then go back and watch the fight between Super Saiyan Vegito and Super Buu, and you'll see the difference. Super Buu is just so much better. They just took a really good legendary character, Vegito, and just fucking demolished him. They made him look weak. He was a Super Saiyan Blue, so his power should have been just out of the fucking roof, but I don't know. His fight was boring, and he looked weak. It sucked. And the 10th and final thing for this video that I hate about Dragon Ball Super is the complete lack of respect and attention that the other fighters get that aren't Goku and Vegeta. Now, Dragon Ball Super isn't the only series to do this. Dragon Ball GT did it, but mostly just focused on Goku, and Vegeta was thrown in the ditch as well as everybody else. And also, Dragon Ball Z did it a little bit near the end with the Buu Saga and such. But the thing that I hate so much about this is that, yes, the other fighters, they don't really get any attention anymore, and the story's just more about Goku and Vegeta. Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to be as strong as Goku and Vegeta, though it does kind of suck how their power levels leap so much that nobody else can even compare anymore. But I guess, I don't know. It sucks that everyone's losing their interest in fighting. All these characters, that you've grown up watching. For example, Krillin. He doesn't seem too interested anymore. Though that scene where he got punched in the face by Goku was really, really cool. And it was cool to see that he was interested, comparing himself to Goku's strength. It still really, really sucks to just not see any of the other fighters training anymore. Like, Krillin. I know he's weak and doesn't compare to Goku, but why doesn't he want to train with him anymore? Why doesn't he at least, make an effort to, keep fighting? And like I said, I'm sure Dragon Ball Z kind of was cutting him out of the picture too, but still, it'd be cool to see him fighting a little bit. Why doesn't Goku want to train with his kids, Gohan and Goten? I know, like I said, they got more interest other than fighting. Gohan got school and stuff, but you can't tell me that they don't want to take a little bit of time out of the day just to train with each other. I mean, I don't know. It would make them, stay relevant in the show and would keep them getting stronger and stronger. You'd especially think that Goten would be interested in training with Goku as well. And I thought that those were some of the things they were going to fix with Dragon Ball Super, but it doesn't seem like it. All the humans, really, they don't really do too much. They fought Frieza's warriors, which was really, really cool. But still, I would like to see them, training with Goku and Vegeta, or training with each other, and trying to keep up with them, because they, just because they're human doesn't mean they don't like to fight. Tien was always trying to be as strong as Goku, and, even though he slipped behind, it would still see him to at least keep trying to fight a little bit. And same thing with Piccolo. I like to see him training with Goku and Vegeta more just to try to stay on their level, especially him. So those are the 10 things I hate about Dragon Ball Super. If people actually like this video and they, enjoy it and it gets some attention, I'll make another 10 things that I hate about Dragon Ball Super. And also I got a video on things that I want to make that I like about Dragon Ball Super. But thank you very much for watching. If you stayed through the whole thing, kudos to you. And that's pretty much it for the video. Comment below. Tell me what you didn't like about Dragon Ball Super. And if you disagreed with any of the things, let me know, and I'd like to comment on it, or maybe even make a video about it if this video gets enough hate on, people disagreeing with me. But anyways, that's it. That's it for this video. You guys all have a terrific, fantastic day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.